Sponsored by Degenerates. What's happening? It's your favorite comedy podcast. I'm a little scatterbrained. It's Comedy by Coincidence. We're doing it. It's episode 162. MIA, what's happening, everybody? Oh my god. Oh my god. What's happening? I'm all over the place. Scatterbrained. But it's your favorite comedy podcast. It's Comedy by Coincidence, everybody. It's your boy, Chris Hippie Davis, dealing with mic problems. Joined by the Florida Panther, the Mormon Foreman. That's what I had today. Those are pretty good.
Oh, I'm tired. What's up?
And this is Comedy by Coincidence. And if last episode sucked, it's because I was morbidly depressed. But no more. No more. I am joined by not just one, but two startlingly adorable guests. We got Miss Sasha here, one of two new kitties. Where's my other one? Come here. Oh, she'll come out. She's a little bit shy. We'll get her on the podcast, but I got another one that's a black one. There she is. Miss Sophie. And, yeah, your boy adopted two 2-month-old kittens. So, it's craziness over here at Davis Studios North. And they're residing in the studio, and it is crazy. It's kitty madness over here.
A solid black cat. That's a choice. Your concrete work has to be on point, sir. Otherwise, you're going to break your mom's back.
I know.
That's dedication you just bought right there.
I know. I mean, well, that's why nobody adopts them. And you know what? Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. We saw Reverend Scroggins, which was the Gray One's original name. Hey, girls. Stop fighting on the podcast. Not even 5 minutes in, we're having a cat fight. We were interested in Reverend Scroggins. We were interested in a number of kitties. In fact, they really get you, especially if you're doing it all online. They're all in foster homes or whatever. Yeah, they're hitting you with a bunch of kitten pictures, right? What am I saying? That one's not good enough. You know what I mean? So when we did our application for Stray Rescue St. Louis, shout out, they were awesome, do good work. We put like 5 little kitten names on there that we saw that we were like interested in. One of my top contenders, I gotta say, just name alone, cute little blue kitten, Hubcap, was probably my top contender. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? We got hit up by these guys as foster mom. And these guys are a bonded pair of sisters. And they were from a litter of 5 with another one named Buddy. Buddy's not good with other cats. And we do have the number one kitty terrorist that we also got to make a priority here, too. Mr. Oscar Man, who's not in the room right now because we're slowly introducing them. They're doing really good though. Regardless, Hubcap was already getting adopted, and these guys needing a home and having hollered at us first, got first dibs on looking at them, and the moms did not want to separate them, and I get it, because if you take the gray one, the black one's probably not getting adopted, and honestly, the black one was the little sweetie pie right away, so what you gonna do? You know what I mean? What you gonna do? You know? Anyways, so we got 2 kitties. That's how that happens. Woo! Kitty Christmas.
I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out once you said bonded pair of sisters. What does that mean? Like, did
Like,
they
if you
take a blood oath, or did they
they did
swap
take a little
spit?
kitty blood oath, and if you separate them, they're probably going to get pretty fucking sick and depressed. So,
Okay, so it's like they have to be together for life, otherwise, like they'll be missing each other. Like they'll die.
yeah,
Like,
something like that.
They've infected each other like a pair of zombies, and if they get too far away from one another, they just keel over.
Straight up, it's like me and Dr. Evil, though. So, I mean, what you going to do? You know?
Okay, that's kind of cool. You know,
Relatable.
having some demonic new kitties, with a curse built in. You know.
Yeah, they can mellow out the terrorists, you know? That'll be fun.
You know, it's kind of weird when Oscar has to say no. You know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, he was judging the fuck out of him. He ain't even scared of them. At this point, they were having cat fights in front of him yesterday. We put a little gate up in front of the door so we could come watch them like it's a little kiddie zoo. Straighten the fuck up. And he was just out there. He hissed a few times, established dominance, but he was terribly interested and just enjoyed watching them fuck each other up. I think internally he was watching being like, that does look a little fun. So we'll see. It might go over okay, but that's why we're taking a little slow on introducing him. So Dr. Evil's got him going with the feather. So if you guys hear little jingles, well, they're definitely doing their thing. They have so much fucking... I wish I had
to keep them from beating each other up, honestly.
I wish I had a quarter of the energy these cats did, straight up. So... there's that.
I'm just like this new cat adoption. Plus, I'm cat sitting this weekend, and I've just realized this past couple of days, I'm surrounded by cat people, and I like to think I'm a dog person.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean.
We've had this conversation. Me and you balance each other out for the viewership because I love the kitties. And you love the doggos, so it's, you know.
I'm starting to feel like the golden retriever in the corner of the room, like just glancing around like, what the fuck do I do?
There's all these animals I could fucking fuck up, yeah.
Do I attack? Do I just lay down?
Master, do I lay down or do I go play with them? I think I might squish one. Shit. I do love me some good dogs, and Dr. Evil has a bunch of dogs at her parents' house, you know, but... a little too much for the small house we got over here at Davis Studios North. That's okay.
I got you.
Because once you leave the studio room, it's a box, dude. It's a cardboard box. I don't know. You know, you remember saying it was kind of crammed when it was just me, you, and Dr. Evil. So
I want you to look into the history of your house, because I feel like you got a Sears catalog house. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
but I will say whoever did this house did every single house on this street. Because, yeah, they all look remarkably similar. But it was 55, and that was a little after the Sears catalog houses, you know?
Oh, man, that would have been sweet. Say your house came by mail.
Yeah, I love them. There's a lot of them down in the city and Midtown. A lot of railroad era houses too, you know.
Yeah, that's where the city starts turning a little depressing.
It depends on how you look at it, and there's a lot of gentrification going on down there, but you know,
Is
nice.
Starbucks gentrification though these days? Like, it used. Because it's no longer the hipster place, you know, it's gone so mainstream. What's going to be the new, like, gentrification thing. You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Wingstop.
Wingstop, Buffalo, B-dubs, dude.
Wingstop. B-dubs. I
Buffalo
feel like
Wild Wings.
B-dubs era was in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, you're not
bro.
wrong. Like the teens,
Yeah.
like 2010 to 2015. You want to go to B-dubs, watch the game?
You know what I'm thinking? I think it's gonna be bubble tea, some like Asian fusion bubble tea
Some
shit.
bubba tea.
Yeah, because that's starting to pop up in places.
Boba tea. There you go.
Yeah,
Bubba tea.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
Bubble tea is a thing, though. You're not wrong, buddy. I was hella wrong. Bubba tea is not the exact opposite of gentrification. We bring in the hood to bubble tea. That would be a really good rap name, Bubba Tea. Just saying. And, hey, throwing this out there.
Either that or that's the countryest motherfucker you've ever met.
Throwing this out there, you are a Tyronathy. So,
I'm a Tyronathy.
you're a Thai, you know. You could
I
be
am
a
a
Bubba
Thai.
Tea. You could be a Bubba Tea, bro.
Except the problem is that I hate it.
I hate that name. Okay, well,
Because it's like, all right, so like, but it depends on how you pronounce bubble, like
B-U-B-A. Or
Buba,
or
Bubba. So now I feel like a Star Wars fucking villain.
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Hell yeah, bro.
I'm the Slug's cousin, you know. I'm Jabba the Hutt's third mother's from the sides, fourth cousin.
I will say
something
Jabba
weird,
the
you
Hutt
know?
got a nice little harem going for him. So, I mean, you got that going.
Yeah, but I feel like that is, you know, that is possibly humanity's one of its final forms. You know what I mean? Like we've mastered technology to such a point that our bones just shriveled away.
We could become the
Because
Wall-E version of ourselves.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no recovery. Like it's evolution's gone too far. We lost our arms and legs. All right, this feels like it got depressing when we were.
Happy New
exploring
Year,
the
everybody!
topic.
This is the New Year
My
Spectacular. We're so happy to be here, and I got a bunch of kittens here, and shit's good. You know what you gonna do? We can. Never mind. We'll get some funny stuff in first. Did you hit any open mics this week?
Well, hold on. Let's finish with you first. So, like, besides the cats, do you have anything else to report?
Okay.
Desires, wish to explore, ideas,
Yes. You know what, guys?
complaints.
We gotta explain where Chris was at last week, just a little bit. So last Thursday, I get home from work. I find a kitten outside. Okay. In my carport, and I'm like, "Hey, little guy, you okay?" And it looks up at me and goes, "Meow." I'm like, "Where's your family? You doing okay?" And it looks up at me and it goes, "Meow." And I walk up on it, and it doesn't go anywhere. And when I go to pick it up, it just scurries under Kelly's car. So I go and I get a box, a blanket, and we had a bunch of kitten food because we messed up and got a box of kitten food instead of our regular, you know.
I wasn't paying attention.
Happens, you know. But not 10 minutes later, this kitten is in this box, and it's about to drop below freezing. So we bring the kitten in. And I'm going to be real, this kitten was so stinking cute. It was stinky. It was so stinky. I mean, outdoor cat, you bring it in, whatever. But, man, it was only like 2 months, 3 months old tops. I was like, dude, if this cat is not chipped, we're keeping this cat. So I set up a vet appointment in the morning. And we take it in. It is not chipped. And they tell me, hey, you can go ahead and start thinking of names because it's not chipped. Cool. Okay, I get to start thinking of names. Why don't we give it a medical exam? Because it looks like it's got a cut on its nose. And it's breathing kind of funky. But it's definitely been outside in the cold. So I bet it's just got little kitty pneumonia. But we probably get some meds and A-okay, right? Wrong. And this is Friday morning, 10 a.m. I get the news. This cat, all of its intestines are ruptured. All of that food we fed it last night is floating free in its body. This is for the depressed. This is not the comedy part of the podcast, guys. This sucks shit. And I cried for 3 or 4 days. So if I'm doing okay right now, it's because it was a week of devastation. I was. Oh man, yeah. And they didn't even think surgery was a good option. Also, not only were all its kitty intestines ruptured, food just floating free in its body, all of its legs were, all of its intestines were shoved into its rear legs, and it was just miserable. And it was probably looking and meowing at me like that. I'm looking for a warm place to fucking die. So we had to euthanize it at 11 on Friday instead of getting a new kitten that day. And that sucked total shit. That was the Friday right before fucking Christmas. And we did the podcast, Saturday or Sunday morning? You know? So, guys, again, episode 161, not Chris's best look. Going through probably one of the darkest times of my life, that episode. Sorry about that. But we're here. And instead of one kitten, dude, I got 2 kittens, so the turnaround on that was fucking amazing. Okay.
Went from Chrissy devastated to Chrissy delighted.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what, dude? Rip that other kitten. They really did me dirty because when they brought it in, I hung with that cat for every bit of like a half hour to hour and a half, you know. I didn't look at time. Time was not mattering at that point. But they put a little collar around its neck that said Kitty Davis. And I was like, fuck you guys. Fuck you sons of bitches. You know what I mean? So rip Kitty Davis. I got me a little Sasha and Sophie, and shit is doing okay. Okay, but that's what happened then. Okay, I had probably 7 or 8 Christmases, probably a little different than Tyson over there. We had our first Christmas with all the homies on Monday. Tremendous. Got my head more in the game space for Christmas. We had all of Dr. Evil's Christmases on Tuesday. We had all of my Christmases, extendo family, on Wednesday. You think I can use my uncle's name, or should I leave uncle's name out?
I think you should probably leave Uncle's name out.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best to keep everybody anonymous here. We go to Christmas on my dad's side of the family for my last Christmas on Christmas Day. It is at my uncle's house, right? This uncle is also my godfather, and we're pretty tight, and all of his kids are grown up to be pretty cool. Everybody, extended Davis family gatherings, getting pretty cool again. You know, it's a good time. We get over there, he's cooked up a bunch of ham, bunch of turkey, bunch of potatoes, the spread's amazing. Spent so much time cooking, amazing, cool. We all sit down to eat, like maybe a half hour to hour in. And we have such a big family, there's different rooms going on. So I go sit in the dining room, and my uncle goes and sits at the head of the table. I'm sitting next to my dad and Dr. Evil, because Dr. Evil comes to everything with me, you know what I'm saying? You know, celebrates Christmas too. You know, you gotta get her out of the basement sometimes, out of the studio. My uncle takes one bite, and he's had this problem maybe 2 or 3 other times, but he takes one bite and he goes, and I turn over to him and I go, hey, are you okay? And he goes, again, and then he puts his hands up to his neck like he's choking, and the room goes into fucking action. My dad tries to give him the Heimlich. My sister, who's a nurse, takes over and tries to give him the Heimlich. She's way smaller than my uncle. His son comes out of the other room and does one solid bang right in the middle of his back. Right here. Just one solid smack on the back of his neck. And the shit flies across the room. And one of my aunts ran out of the room. Oh, my poor little grandma was sitting next to him. Sitting next to her son, you know what I'm saying? And then his wife and his daughter were in the other room screaming, and she both start crying, and his wife comes out and is kind of pissed.
All 3 of them, the son that smacked him, his wife, and his daughter, knew instantaneously when panic became apparent what the cause of the panic was, having not even seen it.
Yeah.
They all just kind of guessed.
And it's not like it happens every week, but maybe in the last 2 or 3 years, it's happened 3 times or something. So,
Oh man,
you know.
you gotta slow down.
He had one bite. I kid you not. One bite, bro. And his wife came in afterwards and was like, I'm cutting all of your food. All of it. And he's like, and you want to spoon feed it to me too? My mom's here. You could let her do it this time. But, okay.
Yeah, no.
Also, Dr. Evil and I, after all the hubbub was over, we were like, I don't know. Spread's amazing, right? I don't know if I want to eat. It took me like 5 minutes to regain. I should probably eat. Shit.
So you all rallied. You all rallied and ate after that.
So shout out my uncle for not dying. Because
Did he eat more after that, or
dude,
did
he
they,
ate his whole plate. Yeah, he.
So we all had like a brief 2-minute pause where we didn't know if it would be in bad taste to keep eating after he just choked.
Right.
I once saw that happen at a Golden Corral, and man, that was the shame of watching the guy continue to eat after getting saved was, oh my god, like it was next level, like, because you could see the wheels turn in his head, like, damn it, I paid $35 for this buffet, and this is my first plate.
Yeah, I'm eating.
You know what I
this
mean?
whole thing,
Like,
you
it's
know?
like I should stop eating right now. I should probably go to the hospital. I'd probably tore my esophagus up. But I paid $35 for all I can eat, and I'm nowhere near full.
Dr. Evil, can you help? Oh, never mind.
She's
She
just
got
getting
it.
ready to pounce.
I saw the wiggle,
No,
but
the wildest part was probably your grandma going, "Don't choke," on the rest of the piece of bread.
guys,
That was
yeah.
me.
Looking directly at Dr. Evil, eat it slow.
And the worst part was I was having trouble at this point, so I ended up having to forfeit the last of my bread because I'm like, I can't be the second person to have a medical emergency here. Granted, we have like 5 people in the house minimum that know CPR, but still, like, I don't want to have to deal with that walk of shame.
So okay,
So
works out.
He was
Dinner's
fine.
fine. He eats the rest of it. I will say one of the other times this has happened, his son is a soccer player at Mizzou, and he was at an awards ceremony for his son was getting like a trophy or some like special recognition from Mizzou kind of thing. It was like an awards dinner. You know what I mean?
So he took this show out in public. Oh my god,
that sucks. He said that was the worst. The only other time I know of was on our way to North Carolina. Dr. Evil and I were behind by like 4 or 5 hours, but the rest of the extended family were all in the same town, and we're like, let's all go out to eat. This will never happen again. And that was the first time it ever happened. So that was and actually he like burned when it happened. He went down and burned his arm, like blacked out kind of thing. So that was insane. So I feel for the guy. I had to.
Do you have this cousin's number?
Why?
I need you to text him and find out if he continued to eat afterwards at the Mizzou award ceremony.
Oh, I'm sure. Because the way he handled
know.
it.
Well, and he ended up grabbing his grandma more food at his grandma's request, shortly thereafter. So everybody just kind of unanimously decided, don't make it weird.
Yeah. Also, he hopped straight into the rest of his plate. He was hungry, and he'd done all that cooking. So like, he handled it with grace at dinner the other day. I can only imagine he was like, "What the fuck? Let me go back to eating, guys." You know. So, anyways, so that happened, and then we do presents, and somehow I don't know. I didn't even volunteer. I was happy to do it. Nobody else was volunteering. Everybody went and sat in the big room, but all the presents were in a different room. So I just started bringing presents out to everybody, and I became Santa or whatever. Towards the end of me handing presents out, 3 or 4 different people coming back and go, "Hey, did your cousin get get a present. It's my cousin that is my uncle who had the event.
Mind you, she was beside herself.
Crying for like 30 minutes,
terrified.
terrified, thinking she's losing her dad, da-da-da. Didn't get a present.
Oh,
Didn't get a present. So we get through it all. Literally, we search everywhere. There's no present for her. We break and start doing desserts, which I had made 2 pies. I made a homemade blackberry pie, which I'm really proud of. Turned out really good. But let's see here. When we broke for dessert, your boy went and hopped in the car, went to the only place open that wasn't a gas station, which was Walgreens. Shout out Walgreens. And got a $25 Starbucks card for my cuz. And saved Christmas yet again, dude. So, shit happens.
Ooh.
No, that was a good thing. It was.
I'm gonna clip that part and send it to her. No, I'm kidding.
Well, before I left, also she's like a huge runner, and your boy eats whatever. I was like, surely she doesn't eat like Taco Bell and McDonald's and stuff. I don't know what to get her. You know, I was like, what do you even eat? And she goes, Starbucks, Dairy Queen, Culver's. I was like, okay, I get it. You like ice cream. Rock on. So, that worked out. Anyways. How about you, man? How was your Christmas?
Not nearly as exciting. I
God.
decided the second I woke up, it was a good drinking day, so I immediately started drinking. I had plans. I was supposed to go to a dinner and hang out with some friends and all that, but you know,
you skipped Trevor's thing.
Oh yeah, totally.
You skipped Trevor's thing. What the fuck, Ty?
By the time I was supposed to leave my place, I was already 3/4 of a way through a bottle of Monkey Shoulder.
Monkey Shoulder, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's a Scotch with a little extra bite. It comes. It's like what the Grinch would drink. You know what I mean? I just had it lying around, so I just decided that bottle needed to go the second I woke up. I don't know why. I just immediately decided that Christmas Day was a great day to get blackout drunk and go nowhere.
Anything's open anyways, you know.
Yeah, I didn't even think about anybody else or anything else. It just immediately woke up, got a coffee, and then put some scotch in it, you know.
Wow, bro. Good hedonistic Christmas for Tyson.
Hedonist.
It was very pleasurable, very enjoyable. It was the best gift I could ever give myself. You know,
Was not giving a shit about anybody else on Christmas. That's tremendous.
Yep. pretty much. You know,
really are Scrooge, dude. The Grinch.
I woke up shortly after this family, like the family was doing a group text about organizing a video call and all that. I woke up shortly after they started that, but like I said, I immediately started drinking. I didn't even look at my phone, and you know, I was a couple drinks deep when I realized that the video call was happening. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't join right now, so I just stayed silent. I know I'm a terrible son and all that.
No, you're gonna see him in Vegas and all that too, but we got work to do. I don't know. It's all good. You're good.
Don't. Why?
No,
why?
it's good. You don't got work to do. You know what work you got to do. You got to probably 9,000 more hours of stand up that's on the agenda, right? So.
Oh, way more than that. Way more than that. Because all right, so I did go to answer your question earlier. I did go to open mics this week. I went to Big Top Brewery on Monday.
Hell yeah.
I had a good time there. Tuesday, I'm pretty sure I went nowhere because that's Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, also a wash. Plus, earlier, very enjoyable for myself, honestly. It's been a while since I've been that drunk.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And then Thursday. What did I do Thursday? Thursday I was probably nursing a hangover because I can't remember. And then Friday I ended up at Side Splitters for their open mic. Pretty good set. Wasn't the best in my opinion. And then Saturday, I went to it's a Off the Cuff is the name of the show. It's kind of you get 90 seconds, a minute and a half, throw out some of your best materials, short interview, and then the winner, best set or whatever the judges are looking for, got to open at the other Side Splitters for Cam Bertrand and her name's Carly. I forgot her last name though, but either way, you would open for their show at the other Side Splitters, 5 minutes, $50 gift card, and it was going all right. Except I messed up a punchline pretty bad. It was just like I had to bail on it. It was like it became organically funny, but it wasn't like me creating the funny. And it was just in that second I was like, damn, all right, there goes that spot. You know what I mean? It was just like, fuck. I knew what happened. They knew what happened, So, but either way, it was a fun show. It was Tetris, not treacherous, because it had a band in the corner there, so you had to walk along the edge of the stage, and I'm a big dude who can't see in the dark very well, so like my only concern was don't fall the fuck off, because there was a dude sitting right there too, and it was like, you kick this motherfucker in the back before you fall off, like just use him as a step stool, deal with the public shame. All right, that's too mean. Nothing.
No, I'm sorry. I have cats running all over me, dude. So I'm here. I am listening.
You're in Wonderland. You've got that pussy vision.
Yeah, I got new pussy
that
vision.
Haze.
Oh no! Somebody hollered at me and was like, "Hey, bro, I got a new girlfriend. I'm so happy. She's got a great taste in music." And I was like, sent him a picture of the two cats and was like, "I got two kittens, so I got new pussy too." No, no. So not. I thought you said Tetris, and then he goes, "It's not treacherous," and I was like, lost on that too. So.
Yeah. That's I messed up the words.
You're good.
You're good. You know me. I am a classic. I am a classic anti-semantic, as
You're
people
anti
like to say.
for sure.
So,
anyways, carrying on.
I am anti-semantic, not to be confused with anti-Semite. That's an entirely different
Completely
category
different.
of person. That's not me. I am an anti-Semantic. I hope I'm saying that right this go around.
Yeah, you are, but I think we're getting stuck on it.
So that was my week of open mics and shit. A little bit of fun, a little bit of letdown, plus Christmas. Very enjoyable week to me. Do not feel bad for me, and I sincerely mean that. Everybody celebrates Christmas in Illinois, and mine this year was a very enjoyable Scotch haze.
And then you're going to see the family for New Year here in Vegas, which is going to be equally hedonistic, I'm sure. And
No, we're with mom and dad. We're not getting that drunk, so let's be real. We'll be doing some fun activities, and it's one of those like, all right, guys, you got to give up one holiday
on the podcast.
Right? Fuck yeah!
On the podcast, we're having a cafe.
I got money on the gray one. Sasha, correct. I got money on Sasha.
Correct. Yeah. Sasha will fuck you up. Sophie's got more bites than you think, though. Never us, though. But I will say,
she got that Black Panther blood running through her, so
big time. She got little stripes. I know she's black, but you can see stripes on her legs and her side, and it's so cute. Anyway, sorry, back to it.
Oh, so she's not pure black, so she's not totally cursed?
Yeah, I think since they're from the same litter, everybody's got some sort of striping, even this black one. She's pretty black, but I can see little residual stripes on her.
She's got little tufts of gray. that bring out little stripes on her side.
So
then the witches just nicked her. So we just gotta wait and see.
yeah,
Let's wait and see how the infection
like-
grows out or fades away.
it's like Theo Von's brother who got bit by a gay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was saying that.
Like Dr. Evil too. Geniuses think alike, you know. I wonder why this straw won't work. Work, damn it.
I think you're empty, bro.
No, I'm playing. Geniuses. Anyways. Oh. Sorry. What's good job. So that was 3 open mics, ups and downs, kind of mellow, and a kind of mellow Christmas. Tremendous. You want to do some comedy news?
Yeah, let's do some comedy news.
Let's do it.
Okay, so first piece I had was that so the band Five Finger Death Punch. I know that this doesn't sound related, but the bassist from the band Five Finger Death Punch apparently did a stand-up comedy set at Boulder City's Skinny Bar. I know nothing about how the set went, but I do know it happened.
Musicians in comedy, I know nothing about that. Go back to beating up your sister.
There was also a death. I did not exactly, my apologies, I did not recognize the comedian himself, but the comedian Dick Capri died at 93 just a couple days ago.
Rip, but
Baroni.
sounds like a nice long run there.
Let's see. There's some beef between Hannah Berner and Blake Lively. Let me see what's going on here.
Okay. Oh, Blake Lively is Ryan Reynolds' wife. Yeah.
So, comedian Hannah Berner, this is from Entertainment Weekly. Hannah Berner clarifies Blake Lively joke was filmed before the star's legal action against Justin Baldoni. So, in the special, Torching 2024, A Roast of the Year, Berner pokes fun at various pop culture headlines from 2024 in her 3-minute set, and at one point deadpans, the word cunt was trending this year. I don't think Blake Lively was that bad. The ill-timed joke caught viewers' attention online in the wake of Lively's much-publicized legal complaint against her It Ends With Us director and co-star Justin Baldoni, leading to Berner addressing it on Instagram, also sharing on Friday, "My joke in the Netflix roast was filmed before the news of the complaint. To be 100% clear, I support Blake XOXO." Coming after the word cunt is trending this year, I don't think Blake Lively was that bad. I don't think she's that big of a cunt.
Ladies, they're vicious,
I support this
dude.
movement 100%. Let's bring it back.
Oh, I guess Tim Dillon is playing Brian Thompson in a Netflix thing going on here. He's playing the ghost of the UHC CEO on Netflix 3 weeks after the murder.
Jesus Christ. He does
It was
look
also
like
during
him.
Torching 2024, A Roast of the Year.
I can't wait to see that. That's insane, dude.
That's awesome.
The 39-year-old stand-up and podcast host appeared dressed similarly to a widely shared photo of Thompson, 50, wearing a navy blue pullover and tan khakis. He was also wrapped in black chains and tossed orange pill bottles into the crowd, announcing, "This is fentanyl, laced with more fentanyl." Oh, man. Other than that, news looks a little bit light.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot else. Good job with the synopsis, Dr. Evil.
Yeah, you bet. I was multitasking between playing with the cats and doing actual work.
Comedian Brian Regan will be in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, a lot of them's just that. They had one, I guess, like LA Times did an interview with George Perez or something like that recently too, but it kind of just looked like a tell me a bit about yourself sort of thing. So
Yeah. Stand-up comedy returns to post-Bashar al-Assad Syria. That's kind of cool.
Ooh, I
There-
don't know if I joined that scene just yet.
Yeah, right. But they're excited about embracing their newfound freedoms in the stand-up scene. 2 this time. That was interesting.
I'm just like stabilize it for a year or two. You know what I mean? We're 90 days in. This is 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah.
You've just married this bitch. Like, let's see how it shakes out. You know what I mean?
Tuxedo Cat's wild dreams turn into a workout and a comedy show. Oh.
So they
Sorry.
took cats, put them in tuxedos, and then mimic their voice.
No, it's a type of coloration on them. It's like your black and white cats. Black cat with a big white belly and a little white on its face. Those are tuxedo cats.
Okay.
And it seems like it's just some sort of TikTok. Yeah, you know. Tuxedo cat doing TikTok workouts, which ends up being funny. There you go.
Gotcha.
There you go.
I don't know much about the species of cats. I know, like they're not, they don't have. There are some breeds, but mostly they're just distinguished by their coats rather than by like
right.
different. You know what I mean? It's an
Yeah.
entirely different ball game.
Roy Wood Jr. is to host CNN's Have I Got News for You? That's kind of...
Oh boy. I hope he does the important news, like the number of speed bump installations across the U.S. You know, the number of lost golf balls every year.
Yeah.
That would be pretty sweet. You know what I mean? Like,
It looks like he's taken on, like, a Daily Show type. He was a correspondent on the Daily Show originally. Then he took over for Ari Shafir on This Is Not Happening. Returned to the Daily Show continually. This looks like it's going to be CNN's attempt at a humorous Daily Show type news show. So I think it'll be big headlines that he's poking fun at and shit.
okay.
So
Well, he has to make fun of CNN at every turn.
hopefully
That has to be a theme for a while.
that kind of deprecating self-knowledge about the corporate structure like the Daily Show had that Jon
Exactly.
Stewart was so good at calling out.
Exactly.
So that's fun. That's all the comedy news I got, though. That was like page 6 or something. So
Yeah, I got absolutely nothing. Dr. Evil stole the thunder.
Sorry.
You know, back to the Five Finger Death Punch guy. They say a lot of musicians are like actually pretty funny, or at the very least they're interesting because they have so many stories.
Right.
You know?
I do like me some Henry Rollins, but not all of his stuff. He definitely has messed with stand-up. I think he does more inspirational speaking kind of stuff now, but he was a pretty solid comedian there too.
Yeah. I mean, it's stand up is a category of public speaking, and people will pay just to go see if you're interesting and say interesting shit. You know, Jordan Peterson, arguably because he says a couple jokes or two, could be labeled as a stand up comedian, but he's actually more of a
Speaker.
philosopher, public speaker type of guy. You know, it's very fluid. You know, you could be either or. TED Talks, like, have you ever seen the TED Talk with Dusty Slay?
No.
You should check that out. All right, because you got to watch the TED Talk, and then you have to watch the comedy bit about the TED Talk. Okay, and you can kind of see the difference between the two.
That would be interesting to see.
That's my recommendation of the week. Check it out. YouTube. You can find that shit. Comedian Dusty Slay.
Yeah, and see the difference between what his stand-up is like and what his TED Talk is like, which is more I'm listening. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I'm also making sure these guys don't eat each other. It's kind of fun to watch.
Darwinism. Let them do it.
Happen. Fight for
one of them needs to be the alpha cat.
Fight for my approval. I think it is your week for Savage of the Week, my friend.
No, it is definitely your week.
No, dude. Is it?
Yeah, it
100%.
Shit. You know what? I'm going to shout out everybody at Stray Rescue St. Louis out there doing the Lord's work, doing what they can to find homes and adopt out good kitties, dogs, and critters. I will say, I know you're giving me you're like, why would he adopt 2 kittens? They had critters on there too, which includes horses, bro. And
why would you adopt a horse?
Why wouldn't
wouldn't
you adopt
bro?
a horse?
Save on gas. Think of the amount of gas money I'd save, bro. Also, a nice like white, red, roan Pinto. You know, that sounds pretty lit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, you know. So, anyways, and you know me, running the Oregon Trail, getting people to and from Santa Fe on the Santa Fe Trail.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I need a horse, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so responsibly adverse that the idea of adopting cats to take care of themselves repulses me. Like, dude, you know, taking care of something full time, ugh. You know, I look at my car as a chore, you know, and I've had to wash that thing for the last week, and yet I still haven't done it. I should not own anything.
Yeah.
At this current point in time.
Traveling comedian. Yeah, no. Not for a while.
Like that's why I think I could do a dog, because the dog is smart enough to follow.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. No, you got that so backwards. The cats get super independent after about 8 months, and then they just kind of chill, and that's
so
it.
they can feed themselves.
Well, aside from Oscar, who needs to be kept honest because he will just gorge himself.
Yeah,
honestly,
19-pound kitty needs a diet. I ain't lying to you. So
a lot of
we
cats
monitor
just
that.
kind of do their own thing. You just kind of give them a place to go to the bathroom, give them a spot to eat, and they'll vibe out.
Yeah, you want to automatic feed them. You know, you don't got to do quite as much as Dr. Evil and I do, but
dogs, they are very, very social, and especially in this situation where we got 3 cats, they'll probably just kind of get to a point where they're like, all right, I'll seek you out for about an hour a day, and then I'm gonna go do my own thing the remaining 23. The dog, you got to be around them though. They'll get
Yeah, like the dude will just come with me everywhere, right?
yeah.
And it's
Well, that's
that would be the easiest way for me to take care of something, like something that could just follow me everywhere. And
You
then
need to
I
get
get a burger, you get a burger. You know what I mean?
You need to get on semi-truckers with cats TikTok. Because that is the best. Road
Back on.
cats are the best.
Semi-truckers with cats.
Oh my god, it's a whole subsect. They'll just sit on the dash and chill.
that's pretty
I mean, it sounds cool, but that terrifies me, because what if you slam on the brakes? Cat litter would go everywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
God forbid.
even you escape the accident, but yet now you're covered in piss litter.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Anyways, yeah. Once you see how cute they are, you kind of are over the gnarliness of the poops. I will say you've seen how small and cute they are. The size of the shit the gray one took yesterday. If it was 2.4 pounds, I bet it shit every bit of 0.4 pounds, dude. That was crazy. Like pile like this, and then was like, "Oh, I'm out of space. Got to start walking." And kept walking and making a pile that thick too. I was like, "Jesus Christ, cat."
Like soft serve that just fell on the ground.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
familiar.
So, but they're pretty stinking cute. They're good kitties. Anyways, shout out Savage of the Week. Everybody who works for Stray Rescue St. Louis, you guys rock. I'm about to get stinked out of this room. I think somebody's about to take it. Speaking of little kitty shits, it's about time to vacate the studio. On that note, everybody, hey, Happy New Year. We hope you guys had a good 2024. I hope 2025 isn't the fucking worst, you know? Knock on wood. And Ty, you doing anything cool for New Year's?
I'm going up to Virginia, and then I'm going out to Vegas. Like I'm traveling the next couple of weeks, so we'll have to figure out a schedule or something. But
Yeah, and if I need to get a couple guests to help fill in,
yeah,
make it
that would
happen.
be sweet.
Just give me more. If you think it's a week you need that, give me more heads up if you can, just so I got time to holler at people.
Not a problem.
But totally get if you don't know going into it. There was a kitty shit, but I will say these guys are already like totally litter trained and covering up all their stuff. That's pretty awesome. Shout out these little savages. Did we say where they got their names? We got Miss Sasha, the gray one.
Dr. Evil has reservations about exposing the depths of your evilness, so...
whatever. We got Sasha, who's the gray one, right? So...
Yeah.
You know, Sasha Grey, right? So that makes sense. And then my other favorite porn star of all time was Miss Sophie D. So Sasha and Sophie, there you go. Rock and roll. They started out as the gray one was Reverend Scroggins.
Terrible name.
I don't know.
Reverend and or it's a two-name
Scroggins.
situation. Like both could be a cat's name.
The black one
You know
was
what I
Sheriff Curtis, and I don't know. I do like that. So we might keep their designations because just because you change the name, I'm accepting of people. I'm here to
Yeah, I get it.
accept
I
you how
get
you
it.
come. You want to change your name, cool, but that doesn't mean you lost your designation.
I'm just thinking the only way you could keep Sheriff Curtis around if she ends up acting like 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, if she's
you're
just a
thugged
real
out
boss,
kitty.
thugged out kitty.
Thugged out kitty, and then transforms into successful cat businesswoman.
We should get them both chisanes, dude. Like, not just chains, thick old chisanes, bro.
Like your cat comes home rolling in a better car than you. Like that'd
be crazy.
That'd be pretty sick.
So shout out these little guys. Shout out Stray Rescue. And Happy New Year, everybody. Party responsibly. We want you to be listeners in 2025 too, so don't get in too much trouble, okay? Wink, wink. Mad love and respect. If you had a tough little Christmas, well, get ready for a better one next year. Let's do it, gang. What words to live by. Love you guys. Mad love. Have a good week.